Excuse me. Hi, sugar pies. How are you today? You doing good? I hope so. I'm doing pretty decent. No complaints here. Look at me, right on time. Wow, your girl is like regularly ever on time. Jeez. That's what's up. Anyway, as you can tell, hang on, I'm going to get me a refill of my ice water as we're talking here. As you can tell, I want to go over updates about the missing submersible, not a submarine. It's very different than a submarine. Two different things. A submersible is totally different than a submarine. So, I've learned a lot from constantly watching YouTube videos and live streams and the news and all kinds of stuff. And so is my mother. We've been watching it quite extensively, quite attentively is a better word. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can find this stupid charger that I have no idea where it went. Where are you? Aha, there you are. Yay, guys, I found it. Hey, here's a charger. What the hell? Oh. Hang on, guys. All right. Hang on, let me grab the laptop. We will go over some updates because there is some new stuff for us to talk about this missing submersible, not submarine, a submersible vehicle or whatever. Yeah, whatever. Let me get situated here, babes. All right. Anywho. So, yeah, I'm sure, everybody's heard about this. Unless you're living under a rock, you know what's going on. It is all over every freaking news station and every YouTube channel, like everywhere. Hang on, I'm going to go change my shirt. Why do I get so hot when I start doing these? I'll be back. Oh, Poppy's watching her birdie shows. Here you go, baby. There you go. Mike Canyon, I'll be right with you all. Un momento, por favor. Gracias. Un momento. Putting a cooler shirt on. I swear to God, I must be going through menopause or something because I'll get cold. Hang on, let me fix this. Shit. I'll get cold. Fuck. Hang on. I'm sorry. I'm kind of scatterbrained at the moment. Okay. Anywho, I'll get cold and I'll put on a t-shirt. Then I'll start getting hot, so I gotta go put on a tank top, whatever. All right, babes. So as far as I know, the the sub, I'll just call it, which I actually paid attention and found out it's named the Titan. So the submarine, or not submarine, but submersible named the Titan has been gone, and they've been gone since was it Sunday? Yeah, I believe it was Sunday, and they haven't. They don't know what the hell happened. I've learned that it did not come from like straight off land, which I know some of you may be like, Sarah, you're stupid. I can't believe you didn't know this. But I don't know shit about submarines and submersibles and shit like that. I don't know any ocean type shit. I'm not in the Navy. I'm not a fucking marine person. I don't know stuff about that. But so a submarine can leave from land, like, you know what I mean? It can be launched from land. A submersible vehicle like that of the Titan that is gone and they can't find at this moment has to be deployed from, like, a vessel, like a boat or whatever, some kind of vessel. So it actually was, and I actually seen footage of it, like, because I actually did some more research and watched some more things, watched some more videos about it and shit like that. So it was pretty much, I just don't understand, because it was where it was launched from was pretty much right over top of the wreckage. Pretty much. Not directly, but pretty much like right there. And they were just dropping down straight, to the wreckage. So from how it got lost between then, that amount of time, I think they said an hour and 45 minutes in to the descent. They were like a third of a way down to the wreckage site, I guess. In about hour 45 minutes in, uh, or was it 40, an hour to 45 minutes in, I believe was, they lost contact with it, which is so fucking weird. What happened? Now, I think I've been seeing the discussions and everything, and some people say let's go to WFLA right now. They're still live. I think he's taking a break because he's going and, probably eating and whatever. Yeah. He's on a break right now, but the chat is still going, so we can see what's going on in the chat and stuff like that. But anywho, how does that happen? Because, all right, if it were an underwater current, which it could be possible. I mean, I don't know a lot about marine life and whatever under the sea, but we know that there's currents underwater. I mean, if you've seen Finding Nemo, yeah. Remember when the turtles, the little stoner turtle, he's like, yeah, we're riding the currents. Yeah, and they're riding this underwater current or whatever. Yes, but how would that, like, make them lose power? You know what I mean? You'd figure it would, they'd still be able to communicate. unless they got smashed against something, like they got smashed into the wreckage. Maybe, I don't know. But there is a lot of manpower out there searching for them, so that's a good thing. Uh oh, looks like JB's coming back from his break. Oh, maybe not. But yeah, I'm seeing right now that they only have 12 hours left of oxygen. God, why are people so like they want doom? Like they're doom mongers. Like there's people in there, oh, they're already dead. They're gone now. Like you can't even have a shred of optimism. It's because they want them to be dead. They want a tragedy. It's weird. People like that are so fucking weird. People are weird, especially these news people. That's another thing. I was talking to my mom about all this earlier, and I was like, you know what's funny? They'll say something like optimistic, like yeah, like they heard the taps. They had in 30-minute intervals. They hear like some bangs underwater, like bang, 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 bang. 30 minutes later, bang, 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 and they're hearing that, and it's within. I mean, that right there is pretty much a song. I don't think that is nothing but something man-made. I mean, it's within a time frame, you know what I mean? And it's probably it has to be them, and I really hope it is. But they'll be like, yeah, they heard this, but it could be the Titanic wreckage does make underwater sounds from the debris falling off of it and stuff like that. No, no, no. But we gotta be optimistic. They follow it up with that. And it's always something like they'll say something optimistic, but then it'll be automatically followed with like doom, doom. But then they'll say, oh, we're trying to stay positive over here. We're just trying to be positive. Okay, then why are you doom mongering? Oh, I can't stand the news. News people are so annoying. I guess it's like on YouTube, drama sells. Well, in the news world, tragedy sells, drama sells. I guess that's the thing. I guess these news people are the biggest tragedy pimps of all. Anyway, let's see. And people on Facebook are already like, yeah, I understand because I do this too. I use humor to cope when it comes to tragedies and stuff like that. Like, I remember standing in front of my brother's casket with my dad next to me and his woman and her daughter. And we're standing there sniffling and crying. And I lightheartedly, I was like, they made him look real nice. He looks so nice. They're like, yes, he does. He looks so good. The people did a good job. And he had a tiny little bald spot, like his hair was thinning on top of his head. And I was like, look, they even filled in his bald spot. And then we all started laughing. And I mean, it was just a lighthearted, we're there looking at my brother, my dead brother in this casket. And we're bawling and I mean, I was still brokenhearted, but I was like, look, they even did a good job covering his bald spot. And we all laughed. It's funny. So yeah, people do use humor to handle like tragic events and stuff, and I get it. But it's kind of distasteful. I get some people who aren't empathetic, who are like, oh, they're rich billionaires. Who cares? Like, I don't care if you're a billionaire or you're poor as dirt. You're still a human being. Unless you're one of them weird billionaires who like traffics children and does horrible stuff, then I don't give a fuck about you. Which who knows? Maybe they're this type. I don't know, but I have compassion for other human beings. And seeing all the memes that are already being made, I mean, there was one that I thought was kind of funny. It wasn't too bad. And it said something about uh go touring the Titanic, $200,000, joining the Titanic's crew forever, priceless, or something like that. I thought it was kind of funny. I was like, oh, that's clever. But I don't know. People making jokes about this already is kind of distasteful, in my opinion. Okay, let me check my Facebook here. I need to know if anything is new going on, but JB at WFLA, they are all at lunch, it looks like. Yeah, he came back. He's putting his coat on. He must maybe he's stepping out for a minute or something. Oh wait, no, he's getting hooked back up. All right, well, okay. He's think he's getting prettied back up. All right, let's check Facebook. Okay. Hang on, I gotta. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry if anybody pops in while I'm typing. All right, let's see. Is he back on yet?
hello, hello. Is anyone out there?
Okay. I'm like a couple seconds behind.
JB here with you live on WFLA now.
Oh, maybe not. We're right on time. We're good.
Reset, recharge, get ready to go here again as we continue our coverage of the missing Titan sub, the Ocean Gate submersible that we're all focused on right now. This is a global story. This is go to any news website, really in our section of the world, you're going to find it pretty much right there on the homepage. It is reaching that point now where
God,
there are prayers, I'm sure, coming in from around the world.
Well, yeah.
And if you believe in that sort of thing, if you believe in the power of prayer, maybe we'll get even just a few more over the course of the coming hours.
What really makes me sick is the people in this comments that are making ignorant ass jokes. That's disgusting.
13-hour stretch. So people who are asking how many hours do they have left, that still to me is the number one question that I'm seeing on our live stream. I'm seeing, just to say hello, I see Jonathan and Brandon, Emma. Whack Zingo says, hashtag HJB, hope you had a nice break and got some coffee. What's that for a name? Where do you guys find these names?
Like, that is sick, man.
Whack
People.
Zingo. Just to make sure that you guys don't think I'm a whack job who just made that up out of thin air. No, it's an actual YouTuber. His name is Whack Zingo. Hello, Whack Zingo. Hope you had a nice break and got some coffee. No, I like coffee only in the morning. Really.
Okay, nobody cares about if you like coffee or not. I want to know what's going on. Oh, man. Yeah, if you are a prayer, if you send out just, God, this is still haven't found them yet.
Theo says, hashtag HJB, will you be the first person to know? No.
No, he's not going to be the first person to know.
What? Know if they've been found or if the sub has been located. Will I be the first person in the world to know? No. The person that would be first, Theo, is obviously those part of the search crews, the search and rescue.
Exactly.
I can guarantee you that if there is a development or a visual or a feed that we can provide for you, that the stream center will be put in the best position possible, because again, this whole room is built for live streaming. I just hit this with the tap of my button. I can go to different shots. I can go to the Max Defender 8 beach forecast because this feed is loaded up into my system. I can go to here. What's this? We'll hit.
Okay, I don't care right now. Let's see. Huh. Nothing going on. Nothing. It's just people making ignorant ass jokes and asking the same questions that have already been answered 50 billion times.
Context as to how our operation works and how this is going to work in the coming hours, really, because really the next 13 hours and beyond, let's say 13 hours and beyond, are crucial, vital, and we're all waiting now for an update from the North Atlantic, from the crews searching. Oh, okay. All right, folks, I'm being called into the newsroom. I am so sorry to do this to you. Gator, we will come back to this question. I'm needed for something. Look, could be something, could be nothing, but I am needed. Gator, we'll bring up this comment later. I'm going to add this to my queue. Well, we'll talk about this, Gator, in a bit. About the idea they're being tourists. I'm running out of the news, or running into the newsroom. I'll be back in the stream center in just a few minutes.
All right, so he's leaving now. Hopefully there is some news. It's probably nothing, but let's hope that it's something. Oh my god, I need to plug this damn thing in. What a piece of garbage. Okay. Oh well, nobody's on here live anyway. Well, here on this live anyway. Poppy, you're not even watching your show. So anyway, well, we got a couple minutes. I'm going to give myself a face mask thing. You guys know me. I like my face mask stuff. And I'm going to tell you about what I watched today because if you know me, you know that I am very much into the history of like ship wrecks and stuff like that, which is, I think, one of the reasons why I'm so. I mean, everybody is because it's a current event, but I'm really watching this really closely. I was watching like a documentary of sorts about this cruise ship that it didn't completely sink. It like and it happened in 2012, so it's recent, and there was actual like footage of the passengers like with their phones taking video and stuff like that. What was it called? The Concorde, and it was in, I believe, Rome. I believe it was Rome. They were leaving, and this was like in the middle of the night too. It was like midnight, and they were leaving this dock in Rome, and the captain did an illegal maneuver to like be a show off. I guess from what I got from it, that's what it was. To the people that were like watching on land, and they crashed the side into these rocks or whatever, and which caused the boat, well, this cruise ship, to get a giant gash in it, a very Titanic vibes, and it started leaning really bad to the one side and like sinking from the side. So people were like freaking out, understandably. There was children there. There was old people. There was, I believe it was over 4,000 people on board that ship. 4,000. Thank God, any life lost is a tragedy. But thank God, only 32 people lost their lives. Thank God. I mean, it's tragic that anybody lost their lives, but in the grand scheme of things, like especially when you are, like me, and you have watched a lot about like these sunken ships and stuff. Then only 32 people is a tragedy nonetheless, but thank God that was it. But anyway, the captain of that ship was a coward. He was a coward. There was video footage of one of his crew And they're in the I guess they call it the bridge where they steer and like all the thing where the captain and the crew is, manning the ship. And all of these people were like, "What do you want us to do, Captain? What are we supposed to do? Should we sound the alarms? Do we need to get them to the lifeboats? Do we need to, blah 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 blah?" And he wasn't giving out instructions at all. I seen it with my own eyes. It was actual footage. One of the crewmen was probably to show, like, "Hey, look, our captain is a fucking piece of shit." And it's funny? The captain was one of the first people that got off of that ship. Was one of the first. Not all of them, but many of the ship sinkings from early 1900s, 1800s, whatever that I've watched stuff about or whatever that I've learned about. A lot of the captains went down with the ship. They're like, "I'm going down with the ship." That's noble. That's the noble thing to do. That's what we would think. Like, I mean, look at the most famous captain of all, the captain of the Titanic. He went down with the ship. You know, that's what a brave, courageous captain would do. But no, this guy in 2012, he was one of the first people off. And he was being reprimanded. There was some footage, not actual footage, but like recording, like call footage, where somebody was reprimanding him, saying, "You are going to take this lifeboat and you are going to go back and you're going to climb up the rope ladder and get back on board that ship. And you are going to count everybody, every man, woman, and child, and whatever. You're going to count them all, and you're going to report back to me how many people are still on that ship. You will do it." And he was like pussyfooting around about it or whatever. And this guy was like going off on him. He was speaking Italian or something, but he was going off on that captain. He's like, "You're a coward. You get on that boat like a captain. You get on there and you count how many people are still on that boat and you let me know." And I guess he was making all kinds of excuses, like, "It's too dark, we can't see," and blah 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 blah. And what a coward! I know, as a captain of a ship, you know what I would be doing if I was that guy. First off, I and the funny thing is that everybody, they were lying to the passengers. They're like, "Oh, it's just a generator issue. We just lost power." And when somebody called somebody who was on the ship called 911 or whatever the emergency services are or whatever, they like got a hold of the captain or whatever, and they were like, "Do you need assistance? Are you sinking? Whatever. Is there a problem?" And he said, "We just lost power. No, we're just seeing what the cause of the power outage is." Like, legit, like, even though just 32 people lost their lives in that shipwreck, like, nobody should have, because that captain was a fucking idiot, a coward. But anyway, yeah, it was called the Concorde, and this happened in 2012. Over 4,000 people on board. 4,000 people survived. 32 people tragically passed. Oh, it was something to see, especially seeing the actual live footage. Because this just happened in 2012. People had, we all had like smartphones and shit in 2012. We could record, and not only that, but cameras and shit like that. People recording digital cameras and stuff, whatever, tablets, iPads. Very scary. Very, very scary. One of the footage, some of the footage was this man who had his two little girls and his wife, and he was trying his best, and he did a good job because he was, cracking jokes, trying to stay lighthearted to not scare his kids and his wife. And I think that's nice. That's a good thing. But he said on the inside he was like terrified. But they were standing there by the lifeboats or whatever, waiting to board and stuff. Or no, I don't even think they had the lifeboats deployed yet. They were just standing around waiting to see what was going on. And he was like, "Oh, it's okay, guys. We just lost power. It'll be all right. Don't worry. Don't cry. It's all right. I'm here with you." And then he said something about, in fact, I think I'm going to go down below and grab my bottle of wine. And his wife looked at him and goes, "Don't you dare leave me." And he must have walked over to the bar. He was going to get himself a drink, which I would have too. I mean, it wasn't like an instant like sinking like the Titanic type shit or whatever. They were partially on rock, so it wasn't going to submerge completely. But they he walked over to the bar, and the people in the bar were putting the bottles of booze in crates. Like, okay, first off, I would not be worried about all the booze, but captain's orders, I guess. I don't know. But they're putting all this booze in these crates, and this guy walks up and goes, "Oh, you guys not serving or anything?" And they looked at him and they shook their heads. You know what I would have done? I would have grabbed a glass. I would have poured that man a drink, and I would have said, "Here you go, on the house." Or I would have just pulled a bottle out and said, "Here you go, on the house." I think I don't know if it's a true story or not. I'm pretty sure it's a true story, but there was a man on the Titanic who was just running about getting drunk as fuck the whole time because he knew what was going on. He's like, "Fuck it, I'm just going to get drunk." That's probably what I would do in a situation like that. I'd be like, "Where's the bar?" And even if they were packing it up, I'd be like, sorry, but I'm taking one of these. I mean, the ship's sinking. You can say it got lost in the sink, it got broken. I mean, hello. It's a bottle of booze. Who cares? Somebody says, "Heard they found them." Not found yet. Heard they were moaning and grunting. What? How? Somebody says, "Any beer on board?" Oh, if only. But then they'd have to pee. Somebody said, "It's been found. They can't get the lid off." And then some people are saying, "Not found. They have not been found." Okay. People love to troll. It's so pathetic. Oh, here he comes. He's coming back. Let's see. Oh my god. I'm seeing a lot of people in this chat say they're found, but they're probably just trolling. But he's coming back in, so we're gonna see here in a minute if they have been found or not. Yeah, they need some mods in this WFLA news channel, YouTube channel. Oh my God. I'm like, come on. He's talking to other people in the newsroom right now. And I'm just like, dude, I need to know. Come back from your break. You're just standing there talking to your other people. That is such a stupid fucking comment. Jesus is the one who crashed the sub. Yeah, people are fucking ignorant as fuck on YouTube. I mean, I'm sure if they're ignorant on there, then they are ignorant in real life too. So you're an ignorant piece of shit for saying that, whoever the fuck you were. See, people keep saying the sub was found, but how would random ass motherfuckers know? God, some of you people are so dumb. Oh my God. If you are on, like, you should see these comments, man. But hurry up. I need to wash my face mask off. Ouch. Oh, come on. Yeah, that is true. Somebody said sad possibility is they may never be found. That's true. That is a very sad possibility. Oh, come on, so I can get wash this off my face, bro. My face is stiff. Okay, come on. Somebody said it was found in pieces. How would random people on here know? Is what I want to know. I mean, I don't think that, like this dude said, WFLA isn't going to be the first the first people to know or anything like that. But some random ass Karen in the comments isn't going to be the first to know. That's for sure. Oh my God, people are so stupid. Come on, dude. You're just standing around talking to us. That didn't you guys talk enough? Come on. We need to know what is going on. Oh my God. We are definitely gonna have to go have a porch session after this one. Somebody says they're discussing something about deep fried chicken. You're stupid. All right, here he goes. He's putting his little headphone thingies on. Somebody says Joe Biden needs to step in. Step in and do what? He can barely stand. He can barely take a step. What the fuck is he gonna do? What, you want him to go down into the ocean and like try and find what is he gonna do? Like, and that goes for like anybody who is the president, not just goofy ass Joe Biden. Like, what are they supposed to do? They already got the military and all kinds of things going. They got a shit ton. They got France, the French military or whatever. You know, they got people there and people in Canada that are yeah, whatever. There's a lot of people on this. Oh my God! They found a sub in Hunter Biden's bathtub. Shut up. Somebody said, "I wonder if this whole thing is a fake disappearance." Stranger things have happened. I agree, Catherine. This Catherine chicken here says this is anxiety inducing as heck. Yeah.
And we're back again.
Sweet.
Check 1, 2. Levels good. Doesn't sound like we're in a basement in the 90s like yesterday, right? Hopefully. Everybody? Thumbs up in the comment section. Touchscreen. Welcome back. We find ourselves in a very interesting situation here with the clock ticking. And so our conversations here at WFLA has been about, we want to continue to provide streaming coverage. And we'll talk more about this in a little bit. But what I'd like to do is I would like to ask you, our audience, a very simple question. We're going to stay on stream for a while longer. We're waiting for that development. We're waiting for that one piece of breaking news. We are waiting for something to come from the search area and the search crews that we can pass along to you that provide us with an idea as to how things are trending out there with the ongoing search efforts. They are arduous. They are long. They are, I would imagine, exhausting. But undoubtedly, we're going to get an update. Whether that update comes this evening, tonight, or tomorrow morning, that remains to be seen. The estimated time for the air supply. The air supply is between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Who?
Estimated. Could it run out before then? Yeah. Could.
That's like 12 hours.
Could it run out after then? Yes, it could extend into the later morning hours. There could be, and every hour is going to be precious with all of these specialized search vessels and the ROVs and the submersibles that are arriving in the hours ahead. Every minute counts.
Yeah.
So we cannot stream forever. I am a human being. A lot of our conversation is about how I am not, a robot. I am a human being. So I'm going to continue to do live streaming coverage here with you. But we're going to ask in a YouTube live poll which you would prefer. And by no means are we going to be going in this direction. We're just trying to gain a better understanding of you, our audience that is international, what you would prefer as far as a live stream goes. Our team is going to make up their own mind anyway. But
what a douchebag comment. Somebody said, who else is glad they can't be found? You're just jealous because they're rich and you're not.
What you would.
That comes from a bitter ass person who wishes they were a rich person, that hates rich people because they got lots of money.
Tomorrow morning, because that is when we are up against the clock. It'll be extraordinary, and there might be developments tomorrow morning, which is likely why we will be doing a stream tomorrow morning. However, there is, of course, as well, the chance for developments tonight. So it is likely going to be one or the other, because I am a human being, and because I can't just go on and on and on endlessly. I do my very best to be on stream as much as possible. It is going to be either a stream tonight.
Eventually, you're going to have to go take a dump, homeboy. I mean, come on.
We'll come back to the results in a little bit. But the results that are coming in are already pretty interesting. But again, let's remember, while I know that there are people that would, there are people that are going to say, oh my goodness, we want you to stream tonight. I would have to end sometime or in the 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock hour. I would have to go home. I would have to rest. And then I would not be available for some time, when the estimated air supply would be running out between 5 and 6 a.m. So give us your votes. We're going to examine those results.
Then why don't you have somebody else cover it? Why does it have to be you?
Tonight, or this evening, I should say, rather, we will have a determination about where our coverage plan goes from here. I want to answer the question. It was from Gator earlier. It was about,
okay, there's nothing.
Are these tourists?
I'm going to leave you to let you listen to this for a sec, because like I said, I have this face mask on my face, and I need to go wash it off real quick. So I'll be right back. Just listen to this for a minute.
Participate in
so I can go wash this off.
Viewing something.
I'll be right back.
What is the Merriam-Webster definition of tourism or a tourist? I know that I know. We all know what the word means, but as part of the dictionary's actual definition of the word tourist. One that makes a tour for pleasure or culture. Okay. So that word has been thrown around that this is a tourism operation because you can pay to go see the Titanic, and that is a common function of commercial tourism, being able to pay to go see something, and also to have it presented to you. If you go on a tour of the Statue of Liberty in New York City, not only are you paying to take the boat ride to go see the Statue of Liberty, you are also paying for somebody to talk to you about its meaning and how special it is. Similar is this experience, obviously a completely different experience from a potential danger standpoint, but the CEO of OceanGate, the French naval captain who's done these expeditions, they are also there to enhance the experience for you. So without going too much on and on, I just want to answer the question. There have been experts who say it's insulting, if you will. It's not accurate to call the three individuals who paid to be on this journey. It would be inaccurate to call them tourists because of the amount of training and how they are so very much part of the overall expedition process. But there's been back and forth on that. To me, it's just a word. Tourism or not, guys, it just matters whether or not we're going to find them alive. The word tourism or tourist that question isn't going to change whether or not they survive or don't survive. I understand that that because they are viewed as non-experienced, potentially non-experienced underwater adventurers, if you will. I know Hamish Harding has been on a lot of underwater adventures, a lot of adventures. Period. I know you could make the argument that because they do not have the same experience as the others on board, the actual OceanGate personnel, you could make the argument that they are not trained in the emergency protocols and emergency procedures that they would be utilizing, given the fact that they now find themselves in an emergency. But the bottom line is that tourist or not, it's all about finding them alive. And so hopefully that answers that question to an extent. All right, back to hashtag KJV questions and comments from our social media comment section. Hello again. Thank you for being patient with us.
Anybody? Nope, nobody popped in. So hang on, I'll be back. Now I got a violation. My dry face.
Patty says you need a backup screen journalist. You can always write to WFLA. There is no backup for me at the moment. We do other shows in here where people, but as far as breaking news like this, to be able to do this style of coverage.
Okay, did I miss anything?
There is nobody else trained at WFLA to be able to do what I do.
Oh,
I can do other things.
So somebody asked if there was somebody else.
Talk shows in here,
wondering if
shows in here, sports shows in here, and there's various training that goes along with that.
That is so funny, because I was just wondering, there's nobody else that could like sit in front of a camera and watch what's going on a screen. I mean,
it's confirmed or denied being basically being an interactive journalist. That there's only one person here at WFLA that does it. That's the guy you're looking at here.
I mean, how hard is it to sit in front of how many?
I've trained, for what it's worth, I have trained other interactive journalists across the country. There have been some great ones.
Like 8 computer screens?
At WGN in Chicago. Chip's does the kind of work that I do, and he's outstanding. I've trained many others.
Ooh.
However, I do not have a backup.
You train them how to sit in front of a bunch of computer screens?
Back on topic. Jasmine wants to know, hashtag KJV, any update on the 30-minute banging noises? No. The Coast Guard press conference was very interesting, because that question was asked. Thank you to the reporters who did that. I thought that the question and answer portion was sometimes you'll do a Q&A after a press conference, and the reporters will sometimes just not ask the questions that are on the minds of everyone.
Right.
This one was a relatively good one as far as answering the questions that people want to know. What are the sounds? What does it sound like? Is it coming in 30-minute intervals? Do they have food rations on board? How many hours of air do they have left? The major questions, for the most part, were answered. You're never going to get every major question answered. Rarely does that ever happen. But we got a lot of answers in that press conference. But inconclusive was the word they used as far as answering whether or not.
We're not going to find out anything else today.
30-minute intervals. Why is it so important?
Fuck this. We're not going to find out anything else today, so whatever, I guess. Anyway, I just wanted to come on and, talk about that, but it looks like nobody wants to talk today about that. So, oh well. This one, I suppose, is for. This one is for all of you who watch the playback, I suppose. You know what? I think I'm going to end this, and I'm going to let my phone charge. And then I'm going to come back to have a porch sesh and just a chill and see if anybody wants to come and talk. If not, then I'll just say whatever I need to say. Okay. I'm not going to play the outro music. I just want to come on here and see if there's any updates. And if anybody happens to see this that has been watching, and doesn't already know, there you go. But yeah, we will definitely uh, keep on keeping a close eye on this missing submersible, the Titan, ongoing case. They got 12 hours left. Well, it's not a case, but well, you know what I mean. There's 12 hours left of oxygen. So they said 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, if not maybe sooner, they will be running out of oxygen. Let's pray to the Lord above or to whatever God that you pray to. If you send, you pray to the universe, whatever, send out positive vibes that they will be found alive, is all I can say. Okay. I love you guys. And we'll talk real soon. Okay. Health, wealth, success, and happiness to all. Blessings and protection. Bye bye.